Hi. Today we're going to look at the relationships section of the Bagua, and can you see how we're moving from birth, as it were, to close relationships? Well, our very first closest relationship is with our mother, and that is something that we'll, I'm sure, come to another time. If you've got that kind of issue, do get in touch with me and I'll be happy to help you with it. But the relationships that we're thinking about today is the closest relationships you have in your life, whether you have that with a partner, a BFF. The metaphor for this section of the Bhagavad is earth. And earth can be one of those things that can present in many forms. So you can have a nourishing, nurturing earth that's like a garden, or you can have a house which is protective and kind, or you can have a type of earth that's very dry, like a desert where nothing grows. And this is what we're going to look at today. Think about the kind of relationship that you want, the kind that you have, how you can improve it, how it could be improved, how you want to improve it. So, do you want a romantic partnership, or do you want to improve your marriage, or do you want to start a new relationship, or maybe your best friend, you and your best friend are drifting apart, perhaps? This is where you need to be thinking about the relationships section of the Bhagavad. So find pictures, words, symbols that symbolize what you want from your closest relationships, and you don't have to choose between romantic relationships and your very closest friendships, and that may well be an issue for you. So let's think about how you can convey what you want from your relationships within that section of the Bhagwan. I have already shown you a few pictures from Pixabay. It may be that you have some other pictures of your wedding, perhaps, or some romantic pictures of you and a partner, or whatever. It's the kind of pictures that symbolizes what you want from a relationship, the feelings that it engenders, rather than the actual picture itself. Okay, so now one of the things that has just occurred to me is this whole thing about having to choose between your friends and your romantic partner. I've seen a lot of relationships flounder on those kind of rocks, where there is a suggestion or a feeling that somebody's spending too much time with their friends rather than their partner. And my feeling is that you can have both, but there can sometimes be a lot of tension in that. So that's the tapping round we're going to do today. Okay, so here we go. Just do what I do, tap what I tap. Okay, say what I say. You can substitute what kind of relationship it is when I say this relationship or these relationships. This is just to give you an idea. Okay. Oh, let's measure before we go. Wow, I remember. So on a scale of 0 to 10, with 0 being no tension about, a partnership and spending time with friends, and 10 being this is a major bone of contention and may well break us up. Write that down. Write that number down. And we'll start now. Even though I feel a great deal of tension between spending time with my friends and spending time with my partner, and I want both, and I don't feel that I'm allowed to have both, that it's not right, and I want a peaceful life. I deeply and completely love and accept myself, or at least I want to. Even though there's a lot of tension in this pull between relationship and friends, and I feel like my relationship can't survive if my friendships do. I feel like I have to choose, but I deeply and completely love and accept myself anyway, or at least I want to. Even though I feel like I have to choose between my relationships and my partnerships. And I'm feeling a whole lot of tension and grief about them. I deeply and completely love and accept myself, or at least I want to. This tension between my relationships and my friendships. I want to have both, but it feels like I can't have both. In order to keep my friendships, I have to pull back from my partner. In order to keep my relationship, I have to pull back from my friendships. But I love my friends and my partner. I feel like I'm between a rock and a hard place. And I know that basically you had to choose in the previous generation. And that friendships weren't supposed to be as important as family. But I'm not those people. I'm not that generation. I want my life to be full. I feel like I'm being pulled apart. I feel like I have to choose. And I don't want to. Take a breath. Now, I remember many years ago when I was married, my husband said to me that married women don't do that kind of thing. And I told him, this married woman does, but there was a lot of tension in that I would not give up my friends for him. And I can see that happening again and again and again in each generation as it arises. And a fulfilling life requires more than one person. So if you have that kind of issue going on in your life, this is the tapping for you. Okay, keep doing that tapping round until you've gone down, I suppose, to about a 5 or a 6 on that tension. And let's go on to the next one. Even though there's a lot of tension in this situation, and I'm really feeling it, I feel pulled apart. I feel pulled in 2 different directions. I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I do feel pulled apart, I feel pulled in 2 different directions. I feel I have to choose, and I don't want to choose. And I'm giving myself a hard time for wanting to have my cake and eat it. I deeply and completely love and accept myself, or at least I want to. Even though there is a lot of tension in this for me. I don't want to choose, but I feel that I have to. I deeply and completely love and accept myself, or at least I want to. All this tension, and I'm giving myself such a hard time. This tension between my relationship and my friends. I feel that I'm pulling myself apart over this. And I wonder if that might be what's going on here. That I've seen what my parents' lives were like and the choices that they made. And on some level, I feel I have to choose as well. I feel like I have to make my choice, like they did. And in many ways, it's broken my heart. I love my friends. I love my partner. I feel like I pulling myself apart. I am pulling myself apart over this. I'm really pulling myself apart over this. It's me that has this belief system. It's me that believes that I can't have my friends in my life and my partner. Maybe that's a belief I inherited. Maybe that's a belief I absorbed from my peer group. Maybe it's a belief that I see every day in the media or in the shows I like to watch. But the truth is, I have enough love for everybody. The truth is, the love in my heart grows the more people in my life to share it. These old belief systems are really not serving me anymore. I know they were there to protect me, to keep me safe, to help me have a safe and stable life. But the truth is that I can provide that for myself now. I am the provider of my safety and security. And I have more than enough love to go around. And there's room in my life for everybody. And I know things will change as my relationship grows. And I know my friends will give me a bit of extra space. And I know I don't have to give them up or keep them at a distance or withdraw all my love for them. That wouldn't be loving my partner properly and fully. Because the truth is that I am a loving person. And withdrawing love does not make me a loving person. So I'm just not going to do it. And I know that my partner loves me. And I know that my circle of friends can and does include him and he can include them, and I'm sure he is willing to. Okay, take a deep breath. Think about the number that you are on that scale again, and keep doing those rounds until you get down to 0. And watch your life change. See you tomorrow.